They called us sellouts for liking this camera. A weaponized audience ready to become undone with misguided influence of entitlement. It's like they believed cameras are just technology for making money. But for the rest of us, the artist, it means a creative survival.
はい、山崎和弘と申します。ここは京都市の右京区鳴滝っていうところにあります。で、僕の仕事は着物を染める仕事をしています。墨流し染めっていう技法になります。もともとは、和紙ですね。1200年前は紙に染めてっていうのが原点で、そういう技法でお着物にもなんとか染めれないかっていうことで、今着物に、その技法で染めさせてもらってます。確かに今日手書き友禅ですね。手書きなんかもやりたかったんですけども、たまたま師匠とのね、ご縁があって、それで30年以上この仕事をね、ずっと続けさせてもらってるんですけども、本当にたまたまですね、偶然のご縁になりますね。そうですね。水面にまずは、模様を浮かべていくんですけども、その中で、だいたい5色から6色ぐらいの色を入れていきます。で、その後に、自作のいろんな道具を使って、墨流し染めっていうんでね、流れを作っていくということですね。で、それを、だいたいさっき言った16メートルの水槽を出だしから最後まで、均一になるように、模様と柄を作っていくという感じですね。一色ずつ色を入れていくっていう感じですね。だから何往復もちょっとすることになるんですけど、お任せみたいな形になるんですけども、もう無限にあります。で、工程はもう自分の頭の中に全部あるんで、はい、それに沿って色を入れて流していくだけっていう感じになりますね。はい。ここめっちゃ滑りやすいね。それは水槽に入ってる、特殊な溶液ですね。溶液が糊状になってるんで、それが着物に染めてこちらに持ってくるときに下に落ちるんで、床が濡れてしまうんですけども。よいしょ。綺麗ですね。乾くのはもう一晩じっくり乾かすんですけど、染めるのは本当に色を入れてから1時間ぐらいですかね。はい。いえ、もう染まるのは一瞬です。もう10秒もないぐらいの端の方からつけて染めていくんですけど、それは本当一瞬ですね。はい。だから時間がつけとくと濃くなったり薄くなったりっていうことはないんで、本当に一瞬になりますね。で、これで染色工房墨屋山崎和弘です。
What is it they say? The proof is in the pudding. You guys just saw that mini doc that we shot mainly on the Lumix S9. Shout out to Photo Joseph, Terry Warfield, and Connor McCaskill. Press trips are fun because I get to hang out with my homies and I get to try out with camera, but they're also kind of a waste of time for me personally because of the type of stuff that I like to shoot. You know, I personally like to push the limits on a camera and see what it can do on a proper shoot. And on these press trips, I really can't do that. With that said, on this press trip, I was really itching to get out and really put this camera to use. And so I put out a story on my Instagram and I found a local fixer. Shout out to you, bud.
Hi, I'm Naoki. It was a lot of fun for me to going around with you guys. Hope I can see you soon. Bye.
I will put all his links and everything in the description because without him, it would have not been possible. Really helped us out and he found the story and drove us out and really put together everything. He's our translator, found all the best food spots. Seriously, oh my God. Without him, this video wouldn't have been possible. So anyways, we'll go over the drama from that trip at the end of the video. But before that, again, you guys saw the mini doc. I don't think a normal person would ever think, oh, was this shot on $1,000 camera. And I'm saying $1,000 because this camera's been out for like 17 or 18 months now, like almost 2 years now. And you can find them used on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp and everything for $1,000. What this camera does for $1,000 is insane. And that's why I think it is the best beginner camera if anybody's wanting to get into filmmaking or get a cinema camera or whatever it is. Now, before I start praising this camera and going over all its crazy cinema features that it has that other camera brands don't even offer in their actual cinema cameras, let's go over the negatives first. I have them written down here. First one, it's only a single card slot, which personally isn't a huge issue for me. Again, I've been working professionally for over 10 years now, and I've never really needed a second card slot. No internal fan, so this thing can overheat on you. So that has been an issue a couple times for me. If I'm filming in the desert and I'm doing long takes, the overheating will happen, just like it does on the S1R2 that I'm filming on currently. No EVF. This was an issue that I brought up in my first video that I covered on this. For when it comes to photography, there's no EVF and no actual mechanical shutter, which to me, when it comes to photography, those are kind of necessities. I feel like this is a better video camera than a photography camera, but you can do both with it. So if this camera works for you for photography, then it works for you. It doesn't matter what my opinions are. If you like it and it works for you, then it works for you. There's nothing wrong with that. The camera first came out, there was record limits, but they did a firmware update, so there's no longer record limits, thank God. The other two issues, it still crops into APS-C mode if you want to do 60 FPS. And then the last issue is there's no headphone port, which is, wasn't an issue on the mini dock that you guys watched, but it would have been nice to have it just to make sure the audio is good. But when it comes to like YouTube content and stuff like this, I'm still using this camera all the time. Again, that's more so if you're getting paid big bucks, like you should probably take a big buck type camera for a big buck type client. So now that we went over all the negatives, which I went over the negatives in my first video too, let's talk about the upsides. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by Artlist. All the music, sound effects, and even stock footage, some of the AI stuff that I've been using, all has been through Artlist from this whole past year. My most favorite recent feature that Artlist just gave us is the ability to take a song from Spotify and copy and paste the link back into Artlist, and then it basically shows you all the songs from their library that closely sounds like that song from Spotify. Artlist search tools are already like really handy and really speed things up, but now having this feature has just sped things up even more. And now they even offer a full suite of AI options. So instead of, going to a bunch of different AI websites and paying a bunch of different subscriptions, you just get an Artlist subscription and get all your music, sound effects, stock footage, and AI tools all under one subscription. They also just got VO 3.1. I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of the shots in my intro is actually AI. Now, personally, I don't like using AI to do the creative work for me. So the intro shot where the camera pushes into the sensor on the Lumix S9, I actually took a photo on my Leica Q343 and I threw it into Artlist and I gave it a very simple prompt and I use VO 3.1, and you can see that's literally what the AI did. I'm taking my own material and enhancing it and pushing it and creating video out of it. Personally, I'm okay with that. AI isn't going anywhere, guys. Just like the internet changed the game, just like social media changed the game, there's a lot of people that are giving it pushback and they didn't keep up with the times. And there's nothing that's gonna stop it. So we can either complain about it or we can learn to utilize it. So personally for me, I'm kind of drawing the line of how I morally, creatively use AI to enhance my own work. Again, if you guys wanna check this out, I have a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that and let me know what you think. Now let's talk about all the amazing things about this camera and why I think it's the best camera for beginners right now if you're trying to get into video. Again, Lumix is giving us crazy cinema features in this S9 that other camera companies' actual cinema cameras don't even have. For instance, you can make your own custom LUT in the Lumix Lab app. Like literally, you could take a photo with this camera, send it to the Lumix Lab app, make your own custom LUT, import it back into the camera and use it for video or for stills. And you can bake that LUT in as well. Now with the Lumix S9 and pretty much all the Lumix cameras, I can make my own custom LUT that matches my client's look and just bake it into the footage if that's the workflow I'm doing. Or I can just monitor with that LUT. And when you show a client their branding and their look in camera, you're gonna get rebooked again. Like little things like that really impresses clients. On top of that, we also have waveforms that you can move however you want. We have proper shutter angles on this. We actually have open gate on this camera, which is insane for $1,000 to have full frame OpenGate. Granted, if you want to go to 60 FPS, again, you have to go back into the APS-C mode, sadly. We have full anamorphic support, and we also even have anamorphic IBIS, which isn't even a traditional cinema tool, but oh my God, is it useful for anamorphic filmmaking. You can do multiple frame markers and change them as if it's like your iPhone. It's just the list goes on and on and on. You guys are getting my point here. This thing is fully featured, and again, it has more cinema tools than some other proper cinema cameras, as they're just badging it. Let me hammer on a little bit more about the OpenGate. Also guys, before I get too ahead of myself, this cage here is from XLCS Designs. This is their S9 cage, but I had them make me a custom brass coated version of it. And oh my God, you guys can see how beautiful this thing is. I know some people will hate on this, but again, cameras are originally made for artists, for people to document things or to create things and just to build their own world with it. So if you think stuff like this is cool, but you're scared of the hate that comes with it, those people. There's a large group of people now who think if you buy a camera, you should be making money with that camera. Since when was that the standard for photography and filmmaking? What happened to just enjoying the craft and the tools that you use for that craft? It is okay to do that. It is okay to represent yourself and to do cool shit. Shout out to XLCS Designs. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out the regular black version of this cage. And if you want a brass version, I'll put their Instagram as well. DM them and tell them you're interested in that. And I don't know if they'll make more, if they'll make this an actual version or not, but it's worth a shot. If you know who I am, you know that I love anamorphics. If you don't know who I am, I absolutely love anamorphics. I love all anamorphics. I love some more than other ones because of my own personal taste and the type of character that I pursue personally. But outside of that, especially with a camera like this, because I'm assuming if you're somebody looking at this camera to do video, fully aware how important vertical content is and how much of a headache it is to have to film for horizontal and vertical content. OpenGate just gives you a little bit more access to squeeze a little bit more vertical juice and horizontal cropping and framing and post-production. Anybody who says OpenGate's not important, that's like going to the Olive Garden. When they come and ask if you want more cheese, you say, oh no, I don't need more cheese. I'm lactose intolerant and I'm still gonna take that damn cheese. That's the equivalent of what OpenGate is. Anybody who says it's overrated, they're literally just saying that because their favorite camera company does not have it. Let's be honest here. Now, I've made so much content about OpenGate and anamorphic and stuff outside of anamorphic, so I'm not gonna hammer on more about it past that. So if you wanna learn more about it, just search throughout my channel or go on YouTube and search OpenGate and you'll find tons of information and knowledge on that.